How do I tell my daughter about the death of a family friend? With a note from Dad. Hi, Avery. I want to talk to you about Morris. Morris passed away about a week ago. It was incredibly sad as his children will now grow up without a father. He will not get to see them graduate, get married, and have kids of their own. What makes it more disappointing is that his death came sooner than it should have. There were many hardships and tragedies Morris had endured before his passing. Those hardships affected him and likely affected his desire to care for himself as well as he could have. If hardships aren't dealt with properly, they can lead to hopelessness. Hopelessness can lead to being careless with your money, gambling, drinking too much alcohol, alcoholism, or ignoring the things you should care about the most, neglect. When I think of how those two very special children are now without their dad, it hurts me deeply. To me, Morris's passing reminds me I can do something to try to help other kids avoid this type of pain, even in a small way. Hopelessness can ruin people's lives. Hopelessness is like a big kid on the playground, pushing, shoving, and being rough with smaller kids. I feel I need to teach this bully a lesson and fight back so smaller kids are not hurt. During my spare time at work, I'm working on a project to try and help people find more hope by doing some simple writing exercises. I'm hoping to share this project early next year. Morris's passing is a reminder I need to get smarter and more capable at doing what I can to fight hopelessness. His death should not be in vain. It should be a green light to train harder, dig deeper, be more vulnerable, and become stronger and braver at doing what I can to serve. When anyone dies, we can choose to remember that life is special and sacred. When there is hopelessness, we can fight back. We can use our gifts to bring light to the darkness. I love you. Love, Dad. So this weekend I had to go to a funeral, and it was super sad because the guy died way sooner than he should have. And there are two children that are now going to grow up without a dad. And it made me really angry because I know this guy had had some demons, and we all have some demons, some worse than others. And I felt like it was almost like he got bullied by hopelessness into maybe not caring as well for himself as he should have. And for whatever reason, it just occurred to me in my mind that hopelessness is kind of this bully that goes around. And a lot of people can get away from the bully, but other people can't. And sometimes you need to fight a bully. And you need to fight it sometimes on behalf of other people. And that's kind of the impression that I got. That's what popped into my head. And so I want to share that note with my daughter, that there's things that we can do. We can see something bad happen and we can just mourn it, or we can try and do something about it. We can try and do something, even if it's small, even if it's in our own little way, we can try and do something. So that's the message that I wanted to leave for my daughter. This was a tragedy, but there's things that we can learn, and there's things that we can do to try and prevent something like this in the future. So I hope you enjoyed that, and that is today's note from Dad.